Graveyard Fields is a popular hiking destination located along the Blue Ridge Parkway in North Carolina. The area is known for its beautiful waterfalls, scenic views, and relatively easy trails that attract both casual hikers and more seasoned outdoor enthusiasts. The name Graveyard Fields comes from the appearance of the area after a forest fire in the early 20th century, which left behind charred tree stumps resembling gravestones. Here are some of the highlights of Graveyard Fields. The Lower Falls, also known as Second Falls. This is a short hike from the parking area and offers a beautiful view of the cascading waterfall. The Upper Falls, which we will be hiking today, a bit more challenging to reach. The Upper Falls are about 3.5 miles round trip from the parking lot, offering a more secluded experience. In late summer, this area is also known for its wild blueberries. I came across a couple different foragers that sent me in the right direction, and while I did find some blueberries and they tasted great, I saw so many more wineberries. At first, I didn't know what these were. They resemble a raspberry or blackberry, and that's because they are kind of a cousin to them, but maybe a little bit more tart. Lace up your hiking shoes, bring your favorite hiking stick, and come along with us to the Upper Falls of Graveyard Fields. We went to Graveyard Fields on a Monday around 3 p.m. We had camped at Sunburst Falls previously that morning, and it was packed. Apparently this place is always busy, so I'm just letting you know right now. It's a little testy and a little stressful to find a parking spot. I can tell this is going to be very beautiful and definitely worth it. Unfortunately, if you're going hiking to get away from people, this is not the trail. Do you want to go hiking? Are you ready to go on the hike? Are you prepared? Say, I'm not too old to go hiking. I can make it. If you don't wear this, you're not going, and I cannot be more clear on that. Medical kit. Gunner actually had a brand deal. It's a nice little medical kit. Gunner's ready. He's all suited up, and now he's gonna start pooping. Once you finally find a parking spot, there are two different staircases you can take. The staircase to the left will lead you to the loop trail clockwise, or it deviates to the Upper Falls, which is the route we took. If you take the staircase to the right, it will take you to the Lower Falls, which is a shorter, easier hike in my personal opinion. I am not a forager. I'm not experienced in identifying different types of berries or mushrooms. So do as I say, not as I do. But I was relatively certain that this was a wineberry or a blackberry or something like that. And Andrew was like, don't eat those. And then I was like, whatever, I'm still going to try it. And I never got sick. And it was, in fact, a bunch of wineberries. And they taste good. So I really like this trail because it was shaded and very dense with different things you can eat. Along the Blue Ridge Parkway at milepost 418.8. It is one of the few hiking spots that has restrooms along the Blue Ridge Parkway. However, the signage is minimal and not very clear. From the parking lot, it is only 1/3 of a mile to the Lower Falls, also known as the Second Falls. From the Lower Falls, you can continue on to the 4-mile Graveyard Fields Trail Loop. From the Lower Falls, you can also continue on to the 4-mile Graveyard Fields Loop. To continue to the Upper Falls, do not recross the river on the way back to the parking lot. The trail splits just before the Upper Falls. Keep to the right to reach the main drop of the falls. If you go left, climb up the rock face for the best view of the waterfall. On the return from the Upper Falls, in about 3/4 of a mile, turn right off of the trail to cross the river on a wooden bridge. Continue on this trail to the exit at the upper end of the parking area. As I said, this trail can be very confusing, so I would recommend getting all trails. Blueberry season at Graveyard Fields is usually mid to late August and can continue into early fall. Arrive early in the day so that they're not all gone. On this day, I ran into a forager that had 2 small baskets of blueberries, and I ate a few myself. There are little tiny coves and trails where you can kind of sneak your way in, and that's where all the hidden blueberries are. In all honesty, this wasn't my favorite waterfall hike, but while you're actually hiking through the trails, it is absolutely stunning. all of the flora and fauna and fungi and different creatures and beautiful flowers and plants. It was such an amazing place. We definitely want to go back. Just keep in mind this trail can get quite muddy and has a lot of water and rocks and can be a little slippery, so be extra careful. We did it, and Andrew carried back Gunner's backpack for him so he wasn't too exhausted. Well, we didn't make it to the lower falls today. It's getting late. We're hungry. Gunner's getting tired, so I don't want to overwork him. On our way back to Asheville, we saw Looking Glass Rock on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I'll talk more about that at a different time. It's absolutely beautiful and has a pretty cool story behind it. I hope you enjoyed this hike as much as we did. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. We have weekly videos, weekly live streams, and we also have a Patreon for the Green Machine Gang members with a bunch of extended content. Until next time, don't get bamboozled.